And today for the ultimate budget-friendly keyboard, we're looking at the Koorui. I don't know what the companies come up with these kind of names, but I'm telling you, it's hard to pronounce. Anyway, this is 82 key mechanical keyboard that it's not gonna break the bank because it's priced under $40. Hey guys, welcome back to Hardware Sense channel. My name is Ivan and today we're looking at the Koorui MK-082 mechanical keyboard, 82 keys. That's kind of in the name. But what's interesting about this keyboard is priced under $40 and combines wireless, wired, and Bluetooth connections and has 3 types of keys to pick from: blue, red, and brown. And myself, I picked up the brown. I just wanted to see some differences between my other all red keys and some other ones that I have. But brown I haven't had in a long time. So I really wanted to remind myself what the major difference is. And they have included some interesting things here. So we're gonna roll straight into the unboxing. We're gonna look at the details. We're gonna plug it in, see the RGB, and at the end, we're gonna talk about it in the conclusion. So let's quickly see what's inside the box of the Koorui MK-082. This is 82 keys on that keyboard, and you can see kind of the picture is very nice. Retail package, how the layout looks like. If we flip it on the back, there's some more information here about the functions, about the company as well. And this version here I have is the brown switch, but of course they have the red, the blue, and the brown. But this is a sub $40 keyboard, which ultra budget. Well, let's see what $40 will get you. Right on top we have a user manual. We have to play, it's to create, okay. Some instructions here, how to pull the keycaps and how to replace the keycaps and the keys. Very cool. And here's the keyboard, detachable cable, very nice. We'll put it to the side. Accessory box right on top. And this is a separate accessory box. And look at that. We have 6 different keys and they have the brown, they have the blue and the red all in here. So maybe this way you can see the difference, and I will try to demonstrate the difference between these. Excellent job by the company. And what else is in here? And here's the rest of the contents. We have keycap and keys extraction tool combo. I see more and more companies are providing these, and I'm very happy to see it because this is the best. It's a metal. It's all one piece, so you can use it across multiple keyboards. And we have a detachable USB-A to USB-C cable with very small endings, which I really like. Hook and loop strap with the company name, and the length of this one is 6 feet. And it's surprisingly, actually the rubber of this cable is somewhat pretty soft compared to some of the other ones I've seen lately. This is definitely a lot softer, a lot more pliable. Not the best again that I'm looking for, but still it's replaceable, so you can replace it with whatever you want. But to start you with, this is actually a pretty good cable. And now if I take the accessories to the side, let's see the keyboard. Here's the keyboard layout. I chose the black version, and you see this combination between black and gray caps. Really like the layout, and one of my favorite features in this keyboard, and especially for $40 or sub $40, it's this giant metal, very nicely operated volume button. Press down for mute and up and down. Really like this kind of implementation on volume buttons, especially when it's metal. Not only looks better, but it's much easier to operate instead of you looking for some combination between FN and some other key over here. Obviously you can see you can use the FN and F10, 11, and 12 to operate the volume as well. But this is so much better and so much more preferable by me. We have the home, page up, page down, Del keys separated. Really like, this is probably one of my favorite layouts, and I've said that before in many other reviews as well. So if we're looking at the bottom part, we have logo of the company, nice and clean. On top side, it's kind of recessed, USB-C, which I actually prefer. You cannot route it to the left and right channels and stuff like that, but it's not smacked in the middle, it's slightly offside. So if you have a monitor stand that is right in the middle, you can definitely route it around in a much easier manner. Nothing on both sides. And if I flip it on the bottom, here you're gonna see 2 switches on the left side of the keyboard. One is between Windows and Mac, and the other one is between Bluetooth, wired, and wireless. Of course, this is a combination of between these 3, which I prefer as keyboards because it covers a large variety of customers, from gamers that prefer to be wired to office workers, to media center people, to people that don't have much space on their desks and they prefer wireless. And the opposite side, we have the receiver of the wireless signal right here. It's magnetized, so once you put it in, it kind of sticks in place. It's not gonna easily fly off, no problem. Sticky rubber feet on the front, larger, on the back smaller. But again, we have two-stage propped feet that you can extend the angle and have a little higher or a little less higher, I guess, lower to the desk. Both have rubber on top of it, so you're not gonna have any problem of the keyboard sliding all over the place if you extend one of these feet up there, and then you can go flat. Built-in battery is 4000 milliamp, which will give you a lot of time with Bluetooth and wireless. For those of you that prefer, I personally use only wired just because I want to eliminate all the lag, all the latency, and all the other problems while gaming. So nice and solid keyboard, under $40 currently. Combining all the three, I think this is definitely a winner for those that want to stay on budget and don't spend too much money. Let's plug it in and see if we can check out some of the RGB effects on this one. So turning off one of my studio lights for a better view, now you can see how bright the RGB is. And if I go FN and up, this is the highest level. You see how it blinks. I love that, shows exactly where the top or the bottom end of the light is. And if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the lowest, it's off completely. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the highest level. To change and rotate between the different RGB modes, we're gonna do FN and the symbol right here. I'm gonna go through these real quick. They're very similar to what we've seen before, cycling through different patterns, breathing effects, and different modes like that. Nothing unusual. We have the blast obviously here, the light on each row when you touch it. We have the Christmas lights and the blinking, breathing Christmas lights, I guess. And the different waves. So single backlight is available as well. And here we can change the different lights. You see cycling through the different modes from magenta to yellow to blue. To white, to purple. Different lights can be cycled through here. And again, if we go back here, we're back to the RGB. If we hit FN and 1, this is the quote-unquote first-person shooter mode when we have highlighted W, S, A, and D and the arrows. And if we go to FN and 2, this is kind of extended, or they call it the MOBA. For different type of gaming. And office mode is the FN and 3, which is highlighting this portion right here. And again, we can go back to the RGB. See, this button is one of my favorite. The only thing I don't like, it's not light highlighted, but it's in the top corner. It's large enough, it's metal, so you can kind of, even in the dark, try it and touch it where it is, and you can increase and decrease the volume very easily. But overall, I'm pretty impressed. For under $40, you're getting super bright LEDs, great keys, volume button right here, 3 connections with the Bluetooth, with the wireless and wired, and some extra keys. And look, this is the difference between the brown, the blue, and the red. I'm gonna get them close to the microphone so you can hear. And that's why the red is my favorite, because it provides the best tactile feedback without the extra noise that the blue one has, because brown is very quiet, but I feel like the tactile feedback is not the best. The tactile feedback on blue is the best, but it's very noisy. And the red is kind of combination of both, which I really, really like. And here's the typing experience here. Let me get the microphone a little closer so you can hear it. Just like any brown switch, the noise is slightly less than the red switches. And indication here for the battery that's being charged, once it's plugged in, of course, this 4000 milliamp hour battery inside is going to charge until charged completely. Indications for caps lock and everything else. I think the layout is good, the ergonomics is good. There's rarely anything I can see here that I don't like. Definitely for $40, this is an extremely nice proposal by this company that I've never heard before, with the very weird and kind of a hard to pronounce name, Koorui. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to butcher it, but anyway, let's move on and talk about it in the conclusion. All right, conclusion time. And what do I think about the MK-082 mechanical keyboard from Koorui? this company's name is just going to be the end of me. Hopefully you guys can pronounce it better than me. I tried, I trained, and trust me, it's been a struggle. But anyway, there's a lot of things to say here positively with this keyboard. All the positivities you guys see throughout the video. Again, under $40, you're getting a great mechanical keyboard, small footprint, 82 keys, great metal volume knob that you can use while gaming without trying to look for some crazy key combinations between FN and something else to increase or decrease your volume. The mechanical keys are very nice. I chose the brown ones. They're slightly more silent than the red ones. And at the same time, their tactile feedback is still pretty good. And again, we have multiple connections here, wireless, wired, and Bluetooth. Those that prefer to use it in the office or maybe media center at home on the couch away from their TV, or maybe people like me, they use them for gaming. You prefer wired just because of the latency and kind of lagging features. You want to have the fastest experience. You can have that. The cable is detachable. Not the best, but not the worst cable I've seen. But being detachable, you can use any cables you want. And 4,000 milliamp hour battery built in. That's going to get you at least a couple of months of wireless connections. And I wish I can test that, but it's going to take me a long time because I'm not nearly as much using wireless keyboards, or I'm close to my media center all the time. So it's going to be hard to test, but I can guarantee you with this kind of built-in battery, you're going to have plenty of time on your hands. So yeah, I highly recommend this one. Those of you that want to stay on the budget, don't want to spend anything around $100, for $40 or actually under, this is around $37, $38. You can grab this keyboard, hook it up to your computer, and enjoy it at any possible way. It's going to save you some space on the desk, and you're going to have some great experience while gaming. Personally, I had a great experience. I absolutely love one of the features. It's the first-person shooter combination that highlights the W, S, and D keys and the arrows. I like that at night, especially when it's dark and I don't want all the LED or RGB in my face. But those of you that love RGB, you're going to see all the possible options here as well that are kind of across multiple keyboards now. It's kind of becoming a standard to have this kind of RGB on board. But long story short, I like the keyboard for $40. You can't really go wrong. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very, very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.